You say that the majority of people use kilns for firing their pots. So like if a person makes a pot that's all natural clay and all natural paints and stuff like that and fires it, does that devalue the product itself, like being that it's kiln made and it's not traditionally fired? Does it take away its authenticity and its quality, or does it still remain the same as it would traditionally firing a piece? And that's for Rebecca.
I don't think it takes away the I just think that, you know, I like to be honest about my work. I don't want to rip anybody off. But to me, it's like with the pottery. What?
Would you consider that ripping somebody off if they're using a kiln? That's the question.
Yes and no. Because there is a process that's called double fire, where you can shrink the clay or preheat a pot. You can put it either in a kiln or you can put it, we used to put them in our oven, even outdoor oven. After my grandmother baked bread, we put the pots in there to dry. And then we used to take them out where she was putting up the manure and everything, and then we would fire it. And the firing to me was really hard, and I finally got the hang of it, because like you can't use the soft manure. It has to be hard to get that hot fire. And you can use sheep manure, but you only put it on the bottom, and that makes the fire even hotter. And it also changes the colors on the pot. And for some of it, I've noticed when it's really a high temperature, it's almost like I guess it would be like stoneware or something, where the shards actually go to the outside of the pot. I have a couple of pieces that, you know, that's what happened to me. I guess I just added too much the sheep manure. But, you know, for up until I would say maybe in about 92, up until then I was firing just all outside. And at that time, that's when I also noticed on the clay, the good clay was also hard to get. And then I started back on the firing again, on the outside firing, but like I said, you have to really dry them.
I know.
Really dry them.
I fire outside too.
Yes, and then, you know, and then it's like, they always ask, well, how hot is that firing? How hot is the temperature? What's the temperature? I said, I don't know. I just know when I went to preheat or whatever, I don't know, I look at my oven, it says like 325, 250 or something, I don't know. But on the electric kiln, there are different size of cones. You know, there's like an 04, 06, 05, you know, and I use, what is it, an 012 or 13 or something, just to dry my pots.
Yeah.
But you have to be very.
You would say that pre-kiln firing, the traditionally firing, that's okay. That's you know, that's.
To me, I think it's okay, especially if you put a lot of work in it with Acoma pottery, because
and then I'll do it traditional firing.
But see, even if you kiln fire, you'll still get pots breaking and popping. If there's a foreign object in there, or if there's an air bubble in there, they'll still crack and pop.
Yeah.
Because I made a large pot, and it was raining. It was, you know, it was an order, and I told those people, I said, I cannot fire it outside. I'm gonna have to kiln fire it, because there's no way I'm gonna get, you know, an outdoor fire done on this pot. And I did, and it still popped. And I still have that pot, and I guess he thought I was, I don't know, maybe lying to him or something, so I sent him a picture of it. This is your pot. I have to start all over again. You know, it took, you know, and he was kind of upset until I explained the whole process. Put those bars or whatever across, and then I covered them with shards, the broken shards, but it scratches the pots. So now you can use ceramic clay or just regular clay, just pat them out round or shape them, and just so as long as you can cover your pots, then you just set the whole thing on fire. And that's one thing that I would like my people, the young artists, I would like for them to start firing outdoors. You know, it may be hard, and yeah, it's heartbreaking. It hurts me to see, you know, that's the last step in the firing. You know, you go through all that work, and then you hear all this, you know, popcorn popping in the firing. You say, okay, well, there's nothing to look forward to. It popped. You know, and then you uncover the firing, and, you know, the whole piece is, you know, all cracked, broken. So my grandmother used to save those, and she used to put dirt in it and put them on the top of the rooftops of the house. And she said, that's just a blessing to our house, is what she used to tell us. But I just think, you know, as an artist, I want to be honest about my work. I want to be able to say, yes, I did that, and this is how I made it. This year, I'm going to fire all my small pots outdoors, and I will kiln dry my large pots and then fire them outdoors. That's what I'm doing for market this year. So all my small pots will be fired outdoors.
When you're outside firing, because there's no way that you can turn black pots inside a kiln. You have to have that cow down or the sawdust over the. I know how you fire your black pottery and also the methods.
I use a grill. I use the cedar and the piñon, and it's an open firing, and I use like those old tubs, those wash tubs, to cover the pieces, and then the fire that makes the smoke, you know, like inside, and it's pretty cool. I like the way the pieces turn out. Yeah.
What I use is the melt crates. Those are real good fires, and then I do use a grill. And for me, I hate to say, but according to grandmother, when we hear a popping or when a pot breaks in the firing, it's a blessing for us. Our grandmother always tells us, when the spirits are in need of your pottery, let them have one. Next firing will be even better. So at times when my sisters were still alive, when we're firing all together, we hear a popping in the furnace. Who was the chosen one? But anyhow, we feel great when that happens. But when I know it's a loss, it's a lot of work and all, but you will create another one, and the God sort of spirit will be around you to create and help you create another one and have a good firing. The way I pre-fire my or preheat my pots is just building wood around it. I don't ever build the fire underneath the grill. It's always around. And then once we feel that the pots are preheated, then we quickly pull the fire away and apply the cottonwood barks around it, and then push the fire back in and just let the tremendous heat go on. And my firing is only like an hour, hour and a half. So come on out and see a fire.
That's one thing I would like for people to see, is to come and see an actual firing. To see, to really see how many of our pots survive the firing. Because with the clay, I don't know what it is about the aqua clay, because you know, you just have to work with it to really pack it so you get all the air bubbles out. And I'm not as strong as I used to be, so I try to get, you know, as much of the air bubbles as I can out. So when I'm working on a large piece, it's very time consuming for me, the making and the painting. But you know, that's how we